There's a very real invitation every day to actually live life on an adventure with Jesus, to hear him clearly, to obey him immediately, to be able to be so delighted with his plans that are bigger than yours that you absolutely say yes every time he leads. It's an exciting way to be. It's super scary too, but what an exciting adventure to say yes to. Hi there, I'm 𝙅𝙚𝙨𝙪𝙨, and on this channel we love sharing just those things, those practical ways to be able to live out your life with Jesus every day. So if you're new here, consider liking and subscribing. Let's go on the adventure together. Let's say yes to him and see what everyday life can look like with him. So I am sitting here on the floor on a Sunday morning and we're looking to sell our car, right? So our car is here on the driveway and I've polished her up, I've cleaned her, I've got her ready for sale. And at the moment I'm sitting here on the floor and I'm cleaning the headrests so that everything can be ready for whoever chooses to buy her next, right? But as I'm sitting here cleaning these things, I suddenly had this thought. And the thought was, wow, Lisa, if I asked you to give this car to somebody, would you give it? Now that can be a scary thought, right? Because I've already looked up the Kelley Blue Book offer. I've sort of got a price in my mind. It's going towards the new car. I've spruced it up. I've thought of who can get this car, who can benefit. I put a whole lot of thought in the natural into how this car can be a blessing to me and to whoever it's going to, right? But when God drops little thoughts like that into our mind, and it can literally be a little thought like that, I wonder, if God asked me to give this away for free, would I give it away for free? And if we were to sit and think about all that's involved around that, let's take a moment. So our initial reaction could be instant fear, right? God, but that means this much dollars doesn't come in and it doesn't go towards the new car. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with this car. How can we do that? We can instantly go into that fear reaction, right? But if we just stopped and took a deep breath in a moment and said, okay, Lord, will you show me what the adventure is? Will you show me what the invitation is to do something with you that I wouldn't normally do myself, right? What would it look like? Is this bread for the eater or is this seed for the sower? Is the money from this car going to be bread for us, goes into our bank account, or is it seed that I get to sow into the kingdom? Lord, what could happen? It's graduate season right here, right now, by us, right? And so what if I could give this car to a graduate? They could have their first car for free and not have to pay for it, and just give them a leg up in life, which is so my biggest heart's desire, is to be able to give people who want to do something a leg up in life and be able to help them on their path. What if it looks like practically being able to sow a seed and expect a harvest, like the Lord talks about, right? Sow a seed and expect 100-fold harvest. What if it gets to be seed and not bread? And there are all these just beautiful verses. What if God's working out everything for my good, Romans 8:28, and causing something even greater to come my way, so it'd be a blessing to whoever it goes to and a blessing to me because he's causing something better to come my way. So as you're sitting and going about your everyday life, I want to invite you to sit with the Lord, and when you are thinking about something and you get a little thought that is contrary to what you are thinking, but so in line with kingdom, right? This is so in line with seeding, to giving to somebody, to sowing to somebody, to allowing God to do greater things than I have ever thought, right? It's so in line with all of the kingdom principles. To just sit with him and go, okay, thank you, Lord, I hear you. Will you confirm to me? And what this confirming can look like is I'll see a post on social media that talks about somebody giving something, or somebody will come up to me and say, hey, can I have the car for free? Or somebody will come up and post somewhere and say, hey, I'm down on my luck and will you pray for a new car for me? There'll be all of these little confirming signs if I'm supposed to give this car away for free, right? So what I'll do is I will still put it up for sale at the price that I'm thinking, but I will keep my awareness open to places where if I could give this car, I'd be happy to give it, right? And trust that God is bringing something even more magnificent for the person that they're giving it, that I'm giving it to, and for me as the giver. These are some of the invitations that God will give us every day to be about my Father's business, to be about God's business, to be doing things kingdom ways instead of the ways we think they should be done. So I encourage you, my friend, to say yes to all that He is inviting you to. Come and visit us on the website. Come and see what it can look like to be in a community of people hungry to say yes to God, to do things kingdom ways and not the ways that we think on earth, because His ways are so much bigger and better than ours. Such an amazing way to live. So as always, Jesus is inviting you on this adventure today. Will you accept?